again YouTube, Mad Dog here. Welcome back to my channel. So in tonight's little video I'm going to be having a quick look round some different types of cordage. Now this video is sort of I've been inspired to do let's say by a good friend of mine. His name's Bill. His channel is X-Ray Zulu. I will put a link for that guy's channel in my description box below as always. If you guys and lasses are remotely interested in anything outdoors and you want to get some advice from somebody who really knows his stuff and he does not give you any BS, then please go and check his channel out. He's very experienced, he absolutely knows his stuff. It's always down to earth, solid, sound advice. No fictitious BS, like I say. He's not drawn into this culture of trendiness and following the herd of sheep. He's doing the right thing, the old-fashioned, old-school way of doing everything that's tried and tested and works, and he says it how it is, and I really respect that. I've recently been watching his channel. He's been doing a great series of up in Scotland. He's been outdoors. I think he's been testing out some new DD equipment, you know, like the TP small lightweight tent and the top, and he's doing it properly, you know. Please go check Bill's channel out. That's X-Ray Zulu. Great guy, proper salty, salt of the earth type of character, a northerner. So you know, really respect you, brother. You know your business, and thank you very much for sharing those videos with us. So that guy's basically sort of inspired me to do this little video, and in one of his videos he mentioned that paracord, you know, we're all very familiar with a 557 strand paracord, isn't always the best choice of cordage. He says, you know, let's be honest, it isn't, and absolutely 100% agree with you, and he is right. I know we're going to get a lot of hate for this sort of against the grain, against the trend sort of thing, but it is the truth. I do use 550 paracord on my lanyards for my, you know, my ferro rods, etc. It does have its place in my opinion, but don't put all your eggs in one basket, and what Bill says is absolutely true. 550 paracord, it does stretch over time, so for guy lines and stuff like that, we all think we're going to use 550 paracord for guy lines, you know, good luck with that. And especially in cold weather, you know, especially in conditions where you have to wear gloves, then you're going to try and tie a bowline knot, or you know, a trucker's hitch, or whatever you choose to do with 550 paracord. Like I say, good luck with that. Me personally, I've got about 6 or 7 of these kicking about. This is a new one I've not opened yet. This is the sort of thing I would use for a guy line, for a top or a tent. And this is the only cheap stuff, Summit 15 meters 9mm utility rope. Comes with a little cheap ass carabiner on the end. I'll use that. I tie a bowline knot with a half hitch to secure it, shoot it out to the other end, to the working end, and then I'll just use a simple, you know, the ratchet method, tied off with a trucker's hitch or a toddle or a marlin spike, something like that. And it's quick, it's easy, job done. I would also, by the way, this, I believe these come from, I think I got them from Springfields. I'm not sure, I think it was Springfields, and they're about £5 a piece. So for me, one of those already prepared with your tarp or tent, happy days. And in accordance with that, something like this is good. This is 4mm, again utility rope if you like, only cheap ass stuff. I think this is about £3 a roll, 25 meters, great for doing prusik loops and external guy lines, that type of thing. Pre-make them before you go so you know what you're doing, your kit's ready to roll. That's just my choice, that's my sort of thing, you know, each to their own. So here on the bench I've got some different types of cordage, to include 550 7-strand paracord. I've just got them on this little bungee rope, which enables me to, you know, attach the whole lot to the shed roof and coil off and cut off whatever, excuse me, whatever amount I need when I need it. 550 paracord, some bank line. I've got some 3-ply natural garden string here. I'll show you those in a minute and the reasons why. this is the Pathfinder bank line, the 38 I think it is bank line, and the Pathfinder I think 16, can't remember the numbers, the thinner stuff, it's thinner by half, tarred bank line, and some pretend paracord if you like. It's sold as paracord, but it hasn't got any strands, it's just cordage, which is slightly smaller diameter, so it's good for going through eyelets, etc. Good for compasses and knife lanyards, that type of thing. Little question I'm going to ask you guys and lasses this: if you've got yourself some jute or hemp, natural, cotton even, string cordage, or homemade, you know, sort of proper bushcraft handmade string, I can understand tarring it to last a long time, the same as our Navy did all those hundreds of years ago, to stop rats eating it, etc., and the seawater rotting it, etc. I perfectly understand that, but why would you go out your way and tar nylon bank line? I really don't understand that, so please let me know if you guys and lasses can enlighten me. I believe nylon's got something like 1,000-year decomposition, sort of degrading lifespan, so why do you need to tar it? How long are you intending staying out for? I don't know about you guys and lasses, but after a week I'm ready for home. That's me done, especially now I'm old and fat. But yeah, tarred bank line, yeah, I can understand if the core of it is natural, but modern stuff is nylon. Don't understand that, but anyway, I'm not distracting from it. It is very good cordage, and I'll be perfectly honest, for general bushcraft use, let's be honest with each other, what do you use cordage the most for? Tying wood bundles, you can make a bow drill fire out of it, tarp setup, just general around the camp usage. That is more than adequate, and as Bill rightly says, it holds a knot better. You tie any knot off, whether you're good at knot tying or not, excuse the pun, proper cordage is better than paracord for knot tying, absolutely, and it's less likely to stretch. It just is. And I'm going to get some hate for this video, but this is just my opinion, and I definitely agree with Bill. It is a fact, whether you like it or not. The paracord thing has become a bit of a trend thing, really. You know, we've all had it drilled into us over the years that that's all you must carry because the military do, or have, or still do. We're not in the military, we're civilians, and we're camping. Let's keep it real. So get yourself some good, something like bank line, some good cordage. The other point I'm going to make here is the little tip or trick for tonight's video is this stuff. Comes in a whole variety of colours. So as you can see, I think there was about 300 metres on each roll of this cordage, and it was 70p. And what it is, it's basically, it's waxed cordage for leather stitching. I use it when I'm making my, like this is one of my little fire kits that I make. I just use it for the leather stitch. Don't laugh at my craftsmanship. The leather work there, the little leather stitching. It gives the impression of old traditional sinew. It is waxed, so it's somewhat water, you know, resistant. It's nylon, so it's not going to rot. It does the job. Excuse me. But I kid you not, this stuff, I'll just unwind a little ways here and just show you. If I can. That stuff is going to cut into your hands before it breaks. And for me, for general around camp use, what more do you want? I mean, for me, 70p, 300 metres of it. Or you can go and buy yourself a roll of 5 or 7 strand paracord, or 9 strand as it is now in some cases, for a tenner a chuck, for 100 metres of it in some cases. Not cheap stuff to get the proper stuff. And look at the difference in room and weight. I can carry 4 or 5 of these to one of them at least. And when I've done with it, I can cut it off, because some of you guys and lasses might say, yeah, but the knots don't come undone very well. But you don't want your knots to come undone very well or easily. And if you have to cut them off, 70p a roll, does it matter for how many times you're going to do that? And just quickly, bear with me, do excuse me, the other advantage with this stuff, it's waxed. So you take yourself some of that and scrunch it up. You can do it with a ferro rod. But another form of firelighting at a push. Okay, you can't use it to repair stuff like you can with the paracord, or in some cases the tarred bank line, because paracord, as we all know, you can melt it and use it for repairing tarps, etc, etc. But you know, realistically, you'd use some gaffer tape or gorilla tape for that, wouldn't you? You know. But anyway, I've rambled on way too long about this sort of subject. It's each to their own, it really is. Me personally, I do like paracord. It has its uses, it has its place, but I wouldn't rely on it solely, especially keeping it real for camping. That's what we're doing. I mean, I call myself Mad Dog Survival. Yes, it is loosely around survival, and for me survival is, it's taken in whatever context you take it in. Getting up in the morning, going to work to earn money to pay bills is survival. For me, the survival aspect of camping is camping's camping when it's working as it should. When something goes a little bit awry, you need to get yourself out of that bad situation and have the mental tools and the ability to do that. And that's when for me it becomes a survival situation. Even something minor like getting yourself lost, knowing how to get yourself out of that situation, basic first aid, basic camp repairs, that for me is the survival aspect of it. So you're nipping something in the bud before it becomes a big problem. So yeah, I agree with what you say, Bill, about the excuse me, the survival aspect of everything. You know, we're not going out Ramboing and all that, it's camping, but let's keep the knowledge in as memory banks, a little bit in reserve, you might say, to get ourselves out of trouble should we get into it. It's like having a diver's watch. You know, I don't dive, but if I drop the thing down the bog, I know that it's water resistant and it's going to be good. So it's nice to know it can, should you need to, you know. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So, just on a quick footnote, these packages behind me, I'm not just pumping my eBay shop again. These are for you, Bill. I've put you a little selection goodie bag together, fire kit stuff as we've spoke about privately. I've got you some Fatwood starting sticks, the Mad Dog fire lighting biscuits, give you a few samples of them to try, the Mad Dog fire wicks. They're pretty cool with a ferro rod. Take your time to fluff them up, open the fibres. You know the score, I know you know more. You'll have forgotten more about this sort of stuff than I'll ever know. They're worth a shot. The charred jute netting that you wanted to try, got you a bag full of that to try for your flint and steel practice, and some more of your favourites. I do like these and I do carry them myself. The Mad Dog Jewels, made these fresh today, so when you get these, mate, I'm going to post them out towards the end of this weekend. They may still be a bit moist in the centre from the fuel that's in them. That'll dry out as they evaporate off, so but they're good to go. So a few of them to keep you going, mate. I'm going to post them out to you soon. Again, that's X-Ray Zulu. Go check that guy out. Knows his stuff. Well worth watching. Proper salt of the earth guy. Love it. Again, my little fire kit. That'll be going on my little eBay shop soon. Flint and steel in there. Some jute netting, charred jute, basic flint and steel kit with a bit of leather and all the rest of it in a little pressed up pouch. All nice little kit ready to go. I'm going to be adding a few of those little items into my eBay shop. Just nice to drop in your top pocket. Lots of videos coming up soon. Various kits. I might do one on my other secret sort of what would you call it, obsession, like we all have, as well as having the knife thing like all us campers, bushcrafters have. I've got a bit of a thing for compasses as well, I've got to be honest. I've got a bit of a compass fetish, you might say. So I'll share my compass collection with you all and do a little walk around that and the reasons why I like them. I've got all sorts of stuff coming up. I've got another giveaway coming up soon, another Mad Dog mystery box giveaway, mystery box number 2, so stay tuned for that, people. And that's it for me from now. I've rambled on way too long, basically about string. So whatever you're all doing, have a great weekend, take care out there, and I'll see you all soon. Mad Dog signing off. Yeah.